Garlubidor audio is one of the subdivision of Dina Frips. Hello everyone, welcome to Tabama Hi-Fi Review channel. Today I would like to share my experience of using this Garlubidor audio focus stand mount speaker that using 5¼ inch bass driver and 1.1 inch Eaton tweeter made in Germany. They retail for $180 each plus custom 5¼ inch driver that can handle a lot of power and clean sound quality even at high SPL thanks to the design structure of cast aluminum basket with center pole that vent the air out, oversized spider cone, deeper and thicker than other high-end 5¼ inch driver that I have ever seen. Custom made with carbon fiber cone material and rigid dust cap. They try to utilize best possible power handling without breaking up, as well as cleanly redeliver musical mid-range and bass delivery even at high level, high SPL playback or low level listening levels. Thanks to the woofer design, 5¼ inch bass driver design, low level listening is probably best small speaker I've ever heard in my system. In this video, I have three-way comparison with two of my favorite small stand mount speaker that I enjoy in this room. So this one retail for $1,869 and totally reflect the asking price in quality material, parts and build quality, crossover network and everything is well done and uses pure copper binding post. Dragon bone veneer is beautiful to look at it. Rich and deep color without being tacky. One of the best two-way design and build quality that I've ever seen. Front buffer is about 1 inch thick to give you rigidity when the bass driver is reflexing, pushing a lot of sound waves out. High quality rear ported bass reflex design, and the port is beautifully done as well. Eaton 28's D1 high frequency drivers sit in dedicated chamber. It has a divider between bass driver and high frequency driver. It's beautiful built and design. High quality parts all over, including custom bass driver. Bass driver is very impressive. Eaton is highly desirable high frequency driver and using high quality material that only you can find in much higher end price points speakers in general. Some people even say Eaton high frequency soft dome tweeters are on par or even better than Dyn Audio Asota tweeters. So that's their preference. So I would say they are about equally as good. Thanks to that ribs, that's a custom aluminum surrounding those lines are mechanical dispersion design. So I just slightly toe in, probably like 15-18 degrees, a little over 5 feet apart, and where I sit is about 12 feet away. I started pairing this focus speaker out of the box in my streaming setup using entry-level Class D amp, pairing it with recently reviewed Field Audio 1 R2R tube DAC as well as WeAmp amp, and then also try X2 A35 EL34 tube integrated amplifier. Out of all those pairings, they sounded the best with EL34 A35 tube amp from X2O. When I moved them here in my main system, I started pairing it with recently reviewed Eversolo T10 streaming transport using online streaming or internet drive, using it with this Garlubidor Divinity R2R NOS DAC in that combination, using MusicShare X30 tube integrated amplifier. It sounded even better. More air and space and resolution and revealing ability is totally shows in that setup. Detailed delivery, sound staging, airiness and spaciousness, and accurate mid-range male or female voices will deliver the chesty tone or nasal tone, or everything is well produced accurately possible in that combination. I thought, wow, this is so good. But bass delivery, I kind of want a little more. And low level listening, it's very good, but not to the level of that I want. So I switch it over to my main reference, Accuphase E4000, using same setup, same deck, because I like the way they sound together, T10 and Divinity R2R deck. I try that, so it's incredible. Low level listening, as you will see here. Lowest is, I think, is average is around 45 dB. So it's below average, speaking voice level. So that beautifully redeliver in bass articulation to mid-range accuracy to high frequency extension is very well produced and best possible in that level. Real highlight of quality components and delivery that it can produce. If you only listen to jazz or vocals or acoustics, totally fine. You're not gonna need any subwoofer in that combination as far as sonic quality and articulation, as well as detail, layering, texture, accurate timbre, and sonically enjoyable to listen in that combination, using it with Accuphase E4000. So out of all of these 3 or 4 pairings, I like the best with Accuphase E4000 in low level listening. High level or average listening levels, I like all of them except that Class D amp. So Class D amp can make a little edgy in some notes in some areas of this highly revealing high frequency drivers. Many speakers can play loud. This is something special going on here, the way that they design. So all of it combined, sound that it producing, quality of the cabinets, everything that it can deliver is exceeded my expectation, right? That is coming from experience of using small stand mount speaker like I enjoy, such as Harbeth P3ESR XD2, Dali Minuet speakers. Those are 2 of among the favorite, some of my favorite small stand mount speakers that I enjoy, right? Those are 2 of my favorite. So this one is totally in the level of those P3ESR XD in terms of resolution, as well as the sonic quality and refinements and everything, plus exceeded in bass delivery, dynamic attack, as well as high frequency extension. Aside from price differences and the acoustic suspension design with this ported design. Dali Minuet, same thing, right? KEF LS50 or LS50 Meta used to be one of my favorite, right? But their power handling is not in the level of this focus speakers in any way, right? I can raise this one all the way to 11 o'clock position on my Accuphase E4000. It will get me around 95, 97 dB peaks at my listening area, which is 12 feet away. So that is a 2-channel driven 12 feet away, and that is pretty impressive loudness that it can put out without destroying the sound staging and width, as well as articulation, resolution, separation. Everything is still intact. So when I get past to around 10 o'clock position on my volume control knob, it's starting to show, especially with bass heavy tracks such as Billie Eilish, Bad Guy, or Happier Than Ever, or I Didn't Change My Numbers, or those tracks totally shows bass driver starting to show a little bit of restraint, or starting to show the limit of the driver because of the size matter in that. So that's where I noticed, but I stay pushing it up to 97 plus dB range. So what really impressed me of this bass driver in this focus speaker is without breaking it up, it's still producing very nice articulated bass delivery, but I can notice that it has limit has reached, but still producing good quality sound without thinning out. But after, if I go past 11 o'clock position, it will not get any louder. All of their frequency rating or loudness SPL rating is 1 meter. Please remember that. So I did in-room response measurement using REW software. Single speaker measurement is very good, right? Don't pay attention to below 200 hertz. Doesn't matter what measurement method we use. In-room response is always be limited unless we do it in acoustic chamber, anechoic chamber to get the most accurate results. But even that pretty impressive. So I measure it from 3 feet or 1 meter away using UMIC microphone with REW software, as well as I measure 2-channel stereo measurement from my listening position, because when you listen to 2-channel mode, 2-speaker result, if you have that flat response, it will give you fatiguing experience when you listen it for a while. So these are results, the ideal results for music listening, enjoying experience, and sonic quality and accuracy is well preserved. To describe sound quality of this Garlubidor focus speaker from lowest range that it can go to highest range that we can hear, is beautifully redelivered, accurately produced with very nice airy high frequency. Pairing it with Garlubidor Divinity DAC and my Accuface E4000 using ASD6 and plus silver speaker wires to this focus speaker. Extension is incredible. For my taste, it's a little too extended, especially that cymbal strikes in higher range. It's not thin in any way, but it's kind of a little unnatural for my taste, especially with these Eaton tweeters and Divinity R2 or North DAC combination with silver speaker wires. So I switched it over to recently review Ever Solo DMP A8 Master Gen 2, the AKM bass DAC, and it's just balanced out. Stereo image and sound delivery is improved a little. Airiness and spaciousness is still there. Refined tones in those area, highs area. Male voices, probably one of the best. Female voices are exceptionally good, beautifully redelivered. So stereo image is gonna be, if I sit closer, it's even better. I cannot sit far because my seating position is based on these two towers. It's not going to be as tall as big speakers in terms of stereo image, but it will give you precise stereo image thanks to that combination and crossover design. Everything is there that we can enjoy endless hours of listening session. You just need to pair it right. In the level of ATC SEM11 V2 or Harbeth P3ESR XD2 level in terms of sound quality and refinements, as well as build quality. We got incredible sound quality, can rival $4,000-$5,000 range of small stand mount speakers in sonic quality as well as build quality. Finishing quality is, I've never seen anything like it under $2,000. Everything combined, this is one of the best buy. It's gonna be totally match made in heaven if we use Garlubidor Divinity R2 or DAC as a pre-DAC and using the Oceanus amp as a power amp. It's gonna be totally balanced out in that. The one that I complain, high frequency extension, because Oceanus Class AB balanced amp is rich and forgiving sounding amp, but bass delivery, I don't think it will be better than Accuface E4000 in anywhere near. It's just incredible. Even the low level listening is well produced. So beautiful built, beautiful sounding. If you are looking for any speakers under $5,000, you should consider auditioning or trying this Garlubidor focus speaker in your system. Highly recommended, my friend. Thank you for watching and happy listening.
There must have been an angel by my side. Something heavenly led me to you. Look at the sky. It's the color of love. There must have been an angel by my side. Something heavenly came down from above. He led me to you. He led me to you. He built the bridge to your heart all the way. How many times I've lived inside, oh, I can't say. When I was to you, you were the one for me. I swear the whole world could feel my heart beat when I lay eyes on you. You wrap me up in the color of love. You gave me the kiss of life, kiss of love. You gave me the On the bass, Mr. Torigoe Keisuke-san. On the guitar, Onuma Yosuke-san. Yeah.